This is the intersection of Queen Street and Spadina, one of the very busy intersection in downtown Toronto, Canada. Well, this is the Toronto streetcar. From this point on, you can say it's the beginning of the Toronto Chinatown. Those are very old commercial buildings. Here is already Toronto Chinatown. In comparison with many other North American Chinatown cities, the Toronto Chinatown is not as busy as the other Chinatown. One of the main reasons is for the past 20 to 30 years, majority of the people that come from Hong Kong, Taiwan, or even mainland China, they did not live in Chinatown at all. They all moved to Markham, Scarborough, Richmond Hill, Unionville, and over there's a huge Chinese community. Lots of shopping mall, plaza, restaurant. They say there are more than 1,000 different kind of Chinese food restaurants. Small one, a big one, medium size, or fast food. This is one of the major reasons why the Toronto Chinatown is not as busy as all the other Chinatown city in other countries or in other North American countries and places. Because in other cities that I just mentioned, there's a lot of Chinese shops and restaurants and things that is really they don't need to come to Chinatown anymore at all. But one thing good about Toronto Chinatown is very clean and tidy, and lots of trees. You can see here, beautiful, right? In the front is a CN Tower. However, because Toronto Chinatown is right near those very busy downtown area, so they are still busy, still lots of people passerby, and especially in the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as well as a tourist season or busy rush hour time. See, lots of trees, very beautiful, very clean and tidy place. This is one of the biggest shopping center in Chinatown. I think it's built in the early 80s. The size of this Chinatown center is actually quite large, but very disappointing. It did not attract any people at all though, in comparison with other shopping center. Maybe the design, the layout, and I really have no clue. This is the inside of the Chinatown city in downtown Toronto, Spadina Street. And downstairs is a main stage for performance, meetings, or all kind of activities. Here is some of the store here. Not many though. Hi, how are you? This is Peter Suk Sin Chan. Thank you for watching my video. And I'm now right outside the main entrance of the Chinatown city, the mall. And I'm going to show you more Chinatown now. Well, in front of me is a very old building, as you can tell from the design from the building, more than 100 years old. As I told you before, in Toronto Chinatown, there's lots of nice trees around, right? Very tidy and clean Chinatown. One of the Hong Kong style bakery shop in Chinatown. Many choices. There are many Vietnamese restaurants in Chinatown because in Toronto there's a large community of the Vietnamese people here. And the Vietnamese food is very popular among Chinese, Hong Konger, and even the Westerner. They love it, especially their beef noodle and things like that. Very pretty, right? The Toronto Chinatown. But kind of quiet compared with other countries' Chinatowns. There is quite a lot of number of Chinese supermarkets in Chinatown. This look more like Chinatown with all the clothing displayed outside the store. If you've been Chinatown since the 70s or early 80s, at that time there are many Cantonese restaurants and people, especially many Hong Kongers. But for the past 20 years, there are many Chinese from mainland China moved to here. And majority of the Hong Konger, they move away to Markham City, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Unionville, and also Mississauga. Because of this reason, in Chinatown for the past 20 years, there are more and more Chinese restaurants that are not Cantonese anymore. Majority are from Sichuan, Fulam, Northeast area, a province like this. Not many Cantonese restaurants available here anymore. For Cantonese food, you have to go to Markham, Scarborough, Richmond Hill, and Unionville. Lots of trees, very nice. And bicycle here for you to use. In front of me is another very popular shopping center in the early 80s called the Dragon City Mall. But again, it faced the same challenge, not busy at all, because I think One of the reason is because of the interior design. It's not perfect ideal. It just don't attract customer. But this is a very good and busy corner. One of the most busy corner of Toronto Chinatown. Now I'm inside the Dragon City shopping center. As you can see, it's very small railroad. See? Not busy at all. This is the corner of Spadina and Dundas Street East, the most busy intersection of Chinatown. Well, this looks very Chinatown. One of the very popular Cantonese food. Wow, there's a new grand opening of a McDonald's in Chinatown. Actually, it was a good idea because not everyone will try the Chinese food, right? In case they prefer hamburger and French fry, things like that, they can come and enjoy themselves. Today they are not open yet, but very soon. Looks very nice, colorful. This one look very Chinatown. Here is another Chinese supermarket. Oh wow, this is a new building in Chinatown. Wow, that's a good side though. The bear, very tourist feel. Chinatown. Honestly speaking, I'm very happy to see there's a new construction in Chinatown. I think for the past 40 years, there's nothing like this high-rise in Toronto Chinatown was built. I think maybe due to the regulation, they try to keep it the way as it is. But in my own opinion, unless those old buildings that really like more than 100 years old or have some historical value, otherwise, really they should ease the regulation, let people build things like this, make it more modern, more attraction, more function, and more better. If you keep all those old buildings that already run down, and it would just turn the whole area into a slum area. This is why I say very happy to see this. If they can do that like in the early 80s, Toronto Chinatown will become the number one Chinatown in this world. But too bad they missed the opportunity. All the investment from Hong Kong, they all went to Richmond Hill, Markham, Unionville. And over there, there's a huge Hong Konger area. Like I told you before, more than 1,000 Chinese restaurants. Well, majority of the real Hong Kong people, they are very westernized. They can fit into this country very easily because they share almost the same value. This is why they don't need and they don't want to live in Chinatown. They all move away. Well, for example, 99% of all the people that I know, they never been to Chinatown for more than 30 years. Can you believe that? Of course, they go to downtown Toronto, but not in Chinatown because for them there's no need. Over the other city that I told you, they have everything that they want, and much convenience, much choices, much better shops and places. Well, but Chinatown still is Chinatown. It still can attract a lot of people no matter what. So during the festival season and tourist season and weekend, still lots of people come. You will find there are many young people because University of Toronto, many of their campuses right very close to Chinatown. Within walking distance, or only take maybe a bus, maybe a 2-3 stop, that's it. This section area looks really Chinatown, right? Another Vietnamese restaurant.
Sorry, my son's calling you. I have no hands. Hey.
This area of Toronto Chinatown really look like Chinatown, right? And as I say, the Chinatown in Toronto are very clean and tidy with lots of trees. Empty building. This is what I mentioned before. Places like this, the city should just give permit for them to rebuild like some nice modern high-rise mix of commercial and residential building. Otherwise, it will make the whole street become very slum look. This is my own opinion. Opposite side Still a lot of Chinese restaurant places. This look very Chinatown. Oh, one thing I love about Toronto is everywhere you can see lots of cute and beautiful dog. Look at this one. Oh my god, how nice looking. So cute. What a lovely dog. I love dog. And there's also a couple Thai restaurant in Chinatown too. Oh, what a cute and handsome dog. And I want to go approach him, but then I saw there's a sign on his body. It's mentioned this is a support dog. So then I better not to disturb him because he's supposed to be concentrate on his duties, right? If everybody try to pet him, then he will lose that ability and get confused. So whenever you see a service dog, try not to approach him, let him be, even though they are very lovely and cute, just like that one. Well, this is one of the restaurants that still serve dim sum all days. All day dim sum. Wow, this is the only coffee shops in Chinatown. Nice little place for you to relax, have a cup of coffee. This is some of the shops and stores in Chinatown. Here is another Thai restaurant.
I don't know, I need like
on the other side, this street is also Chinatown. Lots of Chinese store and a restaurant here. More Chinese store here. As I mentioned, it's not busy for Chinatown, right? Compared with the other cities as Chinatown. Very clean, tidy Chinatown. Lots of Sichuan restaurant. For majority of the Cantonese, they don't enjoy Sichuan food because it's too hot and spices. They don't like it. Still lots of Chinese restaurant, but from that end corner is the end of Chinatown because over there is called the street. But please don't go away because I'm going to show you another another section of Chinatown. Spadina Avenue and Under Street East Chinatown. It's the same area but different places. The most busy Chinatown section. I just walked across the street to the other side of Spadina from College Street. This side is Chinatown. As I mentioned, many Chinese restaurants and the store.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I thought you were telling her that.
And a Korean restaurant too. Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4 Korean restaurants in Chinatown. Very nice, friendly people. Some souvenir store. Another Northeast Province restaurant.
Okay, yes.
Well, cool. Nice to see a Mexican restaurant open here inside Chinatown. That's nice. Add some different color and choices for people. Grand opening. A tea shop is very popular here. See, there's a lot of places in Toronto Chinatown, but just not as busy as all the other Chinatowns in North America. Oh wow, there's a Caribbean restaurant here too. Cool. Jet chicken. Well, boneless jet chicken sandwich. Sounds cool. You see, this is Oxford Street, and you can see the Chinese name. This is why I mentioned this part is still considered Chinatown, because many Chinese restaurants here. Okay, and see what's this. Look like Japanese store. Another Korean restaurant. As I mentioned, the Chinatown in Toronto are very peaceful in the normal daytime, unless during the rush hour and weekend or holiday season. Another tea shops. Another Vietnamese restaurant here. Also, there's a Pakistani and Indian cuisine here. More restaurant. Chinese love food, good food. As there's a very popular Chinese ancient saying, food and sex are very essential for human being. More and more Chinese restaurants. More and more restaurants. But it's not easy to run a restaurant. You need to have a good food, good quality food, fresh and good quality material, good service, reasonable price, and good cook, and nice, well management.
Guys, hot day, come have a beer.
Another Chinese restaurant. But as I mentioned, majority of the new restaurants in Chinatown, they're all Sichuan food, full lamb, and Northeast, they are more like a hot and spices restaurant, which I don't enjoy that much though. Some of the dish I love, but I won't specially go for it because majority of the dishes are all hot and spices, and I don't like it. Not my cup of tea, but many people love it. See, many restaurants come and go. You really need to have a heart and dedication and all the basic condition and quality to run a good restaurant and a successful restaurant. There's no compromise, otherwise you will just gone very soon. This is also a session that's very busy in Chinatown because there's a supermarket here, right? So the price of food in Chinatown are very reasonable. Actually, it's cheaper than many other places. But of course, you have to pick and choose which one and what item is good, right? Very busy this session, right? This section is Thunder Street East and Spadina, another part of Chinatown. Very busy, very busy. And also in this section, there's lots of Chinese restaurant, all kind of Chinese restaurant too. But like I say, majority is more like Sichuan, Hulam, Northeast style. Not much Cantonese style left. Beside restaurant, there's also many other type of business in here. Another Korean restaurant. A very old Chinese bookstore. I've been here for more than 30 years. This section of Chinatown really kind of very Chinatown feel. This section of Chinatown really have a very unique Chinatown feel, right? This part of Chinatown is really you need, right, to view a real Chinatown feel. It's kind of busy too. It's very busy compared with the other side. Toronto Chinatown.